Hello students, welcome to lecture card. Don't skip this video. No, don't commit this mistake, because in today's video we will be discussing something new and something which I guess is a pain point for all the students who are in CS executive level, who have cleared their CS executive level, and those who are in CS professional level as well. So we will be discussing in this video about, without wasting much of your time, the surprise is over. We will be discussing about the new training structure which has become applicable from 1st January 2024. So basically the entire scheme or the flow of training in the new syllabus, or I mean according to the new training structure, the new training guidelines will be, you have 1-day orientation program in the form of short-term training. So under short-term training, you have ODOP, the full form is 1-day orientation program, which is applicable to all the students who are newly registered students of executive program after they have registered or enrolled themselves in the CS course. Now, if you are coming from the direct entry route, or even if you have cleared your CSET exams, then also this particular ODOP will be applicable to you, correct? In the second stage, we have short-term training, which is a 30 days executive development program. So after passing the executive program examination, so once you are done with your CS executive level, the entire 30 days ki training will be divided into two parts. Number one, 15 days EDP, which will happen in an online mode. Now be very clear with that. I hope that you all are sitting with your pen, pencils and one notebook. So 15 days ka training will be in an online mode, which will be called as EDP. So the full form of EDP is Executive Development Program. And 15 days classroom mode EDP will be there. Now what is a classroom mode EDP? Classroom mode EDP basically is a sort of training in which you are supposed to attend the training in an offline mode. Offline mode means कि आप class में बैठते हो and you undergo the training, correct? Then comes the third type or the third step, which is long-term practical training, which is a 21 months practical training which is to be undergone with. Now this is specifically defined that who can be a trainer or who all can give this sort of training. So we have, under the trainer category, we have practicing company secretaries, we have companies, we have LLPs or any other entity. This is specifically defined, the word trainer is specifically defined in the training guidelines as PCS, company, LLP or any other entity which is eligible to impart training to the trainees. So you have to be very clear while going for the training or while selecting the trainer. So the third type is long-term practical training, which should be done under registered PCS. Now I am saying, when I am saying registered PCS, it means that the practicing company secretary is registered with ICSI to impart training, right? So before selecting the practicing company secretary, you have to do this research, and this all information is explicitly and clearly given in the Stimulate portal, which is a dedicated unique portal for the students of company secretary and also for the members of company of the ICSI, correct? Then we have CLDP. So the full form of this training, CLDP, is Corporate Leadership Development Program. The full form is Corporate Leadership Development Program. So after passing your professional program examination and completion of 1 month EDP and 21 months PT, now PT is practical training. So abhi हमने देखा था that we started with ODOP, then we had short-term training, then we had long-term practical training. So wherever you are getting this abbreviation PT, it means practical training, correct? So again, this CLDP, which is Corporate Leadership Development Program, again you have to start with 15 days online mode CLDP. So the first step, the first padav is 15 days का ट्रेनिंग एज पर दी ऑनलाइन मोड, फॉलोड बाय, उसके बाद हम क्या करेंगे, 15 डेज का नॉन रेसिडेंशियल और रेसिडेंशियल मोड CLDP. नाउ इट डिपेंड्स ऑन द स्टूडेंट वेदर he or she wants to pursue the CLDP training in an online mode or also in an offline mode, or it can be a residential or a non-residential. It can also happen in both the given modes. Correct? Now, one important point. When I am saying ODOP, and one more caveat is there, which is pre-examination, right? So, before enrolling in the CS executive course, you are supposed to clear the CSET level, or you can directly go for the CS executive level if you are already a graduate, eligible graduate, right? After clearing the CSET level, if you are enrolling for executive course program, then please make it a point, registration is a separate thing and examination is a separate concept, correct? At the time of CSET, registration and examination forms or level are one and the same thing. So if you have filled form for CSET, then you are not supposed to explicitly fill form for examination, because examination and registration are one and the same thing in CSET. But in CS executive, the case scenario is different. At the time of CS executive registration, you are not supposed to complete ODOP or pre-test. But before filling the form for CS examination for executive level, I am repeating it once again, before filling the examination form for CS executive level, two things are mandatory. Number one, completion of ODOP. Number two, clearing the pre-test exam. So if you have not cleared your pre-test, or if you have not completed your ODOP, now these two conditions are collectively applicable. आप कहो कि मैं ODOP कर लिया, pre-test नहीं दिया, मैम whether will be able to fill exam form? No. So ODOP भी करना पड़ेगा and 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 साथ में pre-test भी clear करना होगा. Only then you are eligible to fill the exam form, or else exam form भी नहीं भर सकते, तो exam देना तो बहुत दूर की बात है. Until and unless some exceptional notification is issued by ICSI. Correct? But in any case, in the past 1 year or 2 years during COVID times as well, ICSI has given some relaxations for clearing the pre-test. कि चलो भैया बाद में भी कर लो. But until and unless you are not done with the ODOP or pre-test, चलो exam form भी भर लिया, if ICSI has given some relaxation, but you cannot appear in the exam until and unless you have cleared your ODOP, I mean done your ODOP and cleared your pre-test exam. इतना तक समझा? So as you can see in the screen, we are done with ODOP, the short-term training. Again, 30 days executive development program, which has to be done after passing the executive level. Then long-term practical training, which is done once you clear the executive level. Then PT, practical training has to be completed. And after passing professional program examination and completion of 1 month EDP and 20 months PT, उसके बाद ये तीन चीजें खत्म करने के बाद once you are done with your professional examinations, then you are supposed to undergo CLDP. Is it clear? यहाँ तक हमको समझा? Now, there are some common protocols which are given by ICSI for any types of training. भाई ये मेरा suggestion है as a professional to all the students who are pursuing or who are the aspirants of CS course. Whenever you are attending a seminar, even if you are attending a webinar where you are supposed to switch on your cameras in the virtual mode or in the webinars, or if you are personally attending the seminars, it is my humble request, it is a requirement undoubtedly, but it is also my humble request that you should always wear a professional dress. Your behavior, your gestures should be professional, because we are representing the whole community, we are the representative of the whole community. It is our duty and it is our responsibility to behave professionally, and and all our gestures and all our dress and everything should be a professional one, right? So refrain from doing any actions or wearing such things which can just hamper your goodwill, or which can prove prejudicial to the very existence of a professional, right? So for female participants, we have Western formal or Indian formal, and for male participants, we have formals, preferably a formal suit or a full sleeves white sober color shirt, not a chamka dhamka one, plus dark color trousers plus matching tie. So this is the attire which is given, and casuals are strictly not permitted. They are strictly prohibited, which includes jeans, t-shirts or any sort of attire, correct? Then if we talk about the attendance, so attendance is like both at the time of the entry and both at the time of the exit as well. Attendance daily basis pay will be taken by the chapter office or by the institution which is providing the training. Moreover, if we talk about the selection of students, then the selection of students is done on first come first serve basis. Whoever is applying on the first place will get the prior approval and will get the prior position. Batch size, if we talk about the batch size, it should be minimum of 20 and it should not go beyond 50 students. So whenever you get to know about any training being conducted in your area, be very clear, be very sure that if you want to get enrolled yourself in the training, or if you want to attend that seminar, then take that action very quickly. Now see, these are mandatory trainings, so you have to be vigilant. Immediately if you are getting the information कि भाई यहाँ training होने वाली है, immediately register for it. There is no harm in attending the seminars. हम बुराई नहीं है, mandatory तो है ही, plus आपके लिए informative भी होती है, ठीक है? Then you have a system of certificate. Now this is a very important point because most of the students are like are not aware about the system, that how certificates are generated. So all the certificates, whatever programs you are attending, whatever seminars you are attending, whatever webinars you are attending, each and every certificate is uploaded and updated in the Stimulate portal. As I have also told this to you earlier in this video, there is a portal named as Stimulate portal. Those who don't know about it, I recommend each and every student, you go log in, or if you don't know about anything about the Stimulate portal, just write ICSI Stimulate portal in Google and you will see one link in which actually there is a system through which you can see the number of hours you have completed of EDP, online EDP, offline EDP, and each and every detail are given in the Stimulate portal, equally for the members, equally for the students. So this is my recommendation and my request as well, that you should go and check out for the Stimulate portal of ICSI. Moving ahead, when we talk about the online mode training, so the online mode training happens through LMS, which is Learning Management System. So most of the time when you get any mail from ICSI and if LMS is written over there, so most of the students are like, pata nahi kuch aise hi mail hoga, and they skip it or they delete it. Never do that. LMS अगर लिखा हुआ है तो it means that it is Learning Management System, which is an online platform through which you can complete your trainings. ठीक है? वैसे the link or I mean this PDF which I am reading or I am interpreting for you, in the video description you can see this PDF, you can download it, and this is again my recommendation that you should go through the PDF, and in case of any doubts you can always contact Lecturecart. We are always here for you, right? Then you have webinar mode training, which happens through a centralized registration system, and all the students across the world can attend the training as per their convenience and as per the requirements. Again, if you talk about the webinar mode training, again there is a condition of the batch size, like the maximum 75 participants and a minimum of 20 students have to be there. So if the limit is crossed, like 75 students ho gaye, so you will not get the chance to participate in the webinar. So immediately, as I stated earlier, mauka mila hai, if you are mandatorily you have to complete the training, तो कर लो, जल्दी कर लो, immediately complete कर लो अपनी trainings. Don't wait for the last minute, right? This is a suggestion from a professional. हमको भी, even we, day before yesterday also, because I couldn't go personally to अयोध्या, वहाँ पे एक ट्रेनिंग था, एक अच्छा सेमिनार था, एक प्रोग्राम था ICSI का, पर हम नहीं जा पाए ड्यू टू सम पर्सनल रीजंस. So what we have done the registration through virtual mode and we have attended the seminar and it was a great program. So हमें भी करना पड़ता है as a company secretaries, we are also supposed to undergo such some trainings. So आपको स्टूडेंट है, आपको तो करना ही पड़ेगा, ठीक है. Now if you talk about the specific programs जिसके बारे में मैंने वीडियो के स्टार्टिंग में आपसे बात करी, which are ODOP, EDP and so and so forth, ये स्पेसिफिक प्रोग्राम्स हैं जिनके बारे में इस PDF में सारा ब्रीफ दिया हुआ है and all the details also are given. So if you have any doubts in any of the training structure कि ये कैसे होना है, क्या होना है, you can call on 7773899997 and also you can comment in this video and we will try to reply you and suggest you the best possible option. Now there are certain prerequisites for the ODOP, which is like fees of 600 rupees, including 100 rupees, which is the price of the ODOP module, is included or is just suggested by ICSI. So the fees is to be paid directly by the student to the ICSI headquarters at the time of registration in the CS Executive program. So now the amount of this 600 rupees, the amount is already added or included in your CS Executive registration fees. So many a times there are students who are just worried कि अरे ये फीस किसके लिए है, ये फीस किसके लिए है. So like 1000 rupees की फीस is for pre-test, 600 rupees की fees is for ODOP. So whenever you are going for ODOP, no separate fees has to be paid by you. Everything is prepaid. The requirement is about the completion of the training. अब उसके लिए registration बस हमें करना है. We are not supposed to pay the registration fees. वो तो already हमने executive registration के time पे ICSI को दे दी है, right? So please make this a point, क्योंकि कई बार students just get confused कि मैम ये पैसा हमको क्यों देना पड़ रहा है. So if you have ever seen your चालान, जो चालान निकल के आता है once you register yourself for CS executive level or even for CSET, आपने देखा होगा there are certain categorizations. So please make it a point that you always check the document, look at the document, whatever is given to you, right? You should always save a copy of the receipt which is generated after the executive registration level or CSET or professional, for that matter कोई भी registration क्यों ना हो, you should always save a copy of the receipt, ठीक है? उसमें ये सारी details लिखे हुए हैं. Then we have the EDP. Again EDP में भी eligibility criteria is there. If you have crossed, if you have cleared the CS executive level, after that 2 days का था structure, 15 days in online mode and 15 days in classroom teaching mode. ये हमने देखा था. Again जो online EDP होगा उसका delivery mode क्या होगा? The delivery mode will be learning management system. Just now we have discussed it, right? Again the fees of 2000 rupees. Now this is an important point. A fees of rupees 2000 for 15 days online EDP is to be paid by the student through Stimulate portal or as prescribed from time to time. Now see the difference. 600 का fees was included at the time of registration, जो कि ODOP के लिए था. But इसमें 15 days के EDP program में this 2000 rupees will be asked from you whenever you are entering or whenever you are ready for enrolling yourself in the EDP program, correct? Some few more important points. Then we have the 15 days classroom mode EDP. उसमें तो सिर्फ हमको जाना है and you are supposed to attend the program. अब इसमें हम discussion क्या करते हैं? So discussions are like certain role plays are included, certain mock sessions are included, certain simulation exercises, how you are supposed to analyze a case study, facing interview and important aspects of CV making, video clips, management games, etc. Everything is included in this classroom mode EDP. So actually it is kind of what I can assume or what I can share with you is like a fun activity. हम बेसिकली वहाँ क्या कर रहे होते हैं, वी आर जस्ट बिल्डिंग आवर पब्लिक रिलेशंस। यही होता है। आई मीन फॉर अ प्रोफेशनल, फॉर अ सर्विस प्रोवाइडर, द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट इज बिल्डिंग अ रेपो, बिल्डिंग अ पीआर। वहाँ जाके आप लोगों से खुल रहे हैं, यू आर मीटिंग विद न्यू स्टूडेंट्स, यू आर मीटिंग विद योर फेलो स्टूडेंट्स एंड यू आर ट्राइंग टू मेक अ बॉन्ड विद देम। सो यहाँ पे क्लासरूम ईडीपी में ये सारी चीज़ें कवर होंगी। सो नाउ अभी देखो, इसमें एक इम्पॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है अबाउट द फीस, जो मैं आपके लिए स्पेसिफिकली हाईलाइट करूंगी। अ फीस ऑफ ₹5,000 फॉर 15 days classroom EDP, excluding charges for refreshment and lunch, is to be paid by the student through Stimulate portal from time to time. However, the program has to be conducted on self-sustained basis. If there is any cancellation made by the student for any batch of EDP, then the concerned offices shall allow carry forward of the fees for that particular batch to the next batch, or refund the amount to the student with 10% deduction in the total fees. So, payment or a fees of ₹5,000 is to be paid by the student for completing this classroom mode EDP. Now, if due to some sickness or some family emergency or any contingency of any sort, if you are unable to attend the EDP, classroom based EDP, then your this ₹5,000 will be set off or will be carried forward to the next EDP, or if you want the refund of the amount, then 10% will be deducted as penalty, as charges, and rest of the amount will be refunded to you. Correct? The session shall be scheduled between 9 AM to 6 PM with a lunch break in between and other 2 short breaks. The durations of all the sessions of EDP shall not be less than 6 hours in a day. तो 6 घंटे का तो मिनिमम सेशन होना ही है, उसके ऊपर जाएगा, नीचे नहीं हो सकता। हाँ, उसमें लंच ब्रेक और शॉर्ट टी ब्रेक्स का टाइम दिया जाएगा। फॉर्मेट ऑफ कंप्लीशन सर्टिफिकेट, ठीक है, तो दैट इज गिवन इन एनेक्सर 4.3 कि कैसा रहेगा, तो इस डॉक्यूमेंट के एनेक्सर 4.3 में ऑल द इंफॉर्मेशन इज गिवन। देन यू हैव लॉन्ग टर्म प्रैक्टिकल ट्रेनिंग, द नेक्स्ट स्टेप। Executive pass students shall be eligible. Executive pass students. So if you are in your CS executive level, you are not eligible for this training. This training is for those students who have cleared their executive level, are supposed to undergo practical training under a TCS company other entity, which is an eligible entity. Now the trainer has to be an eligible trainer or eligible candidate, right? Subsequent to completion of 1 month EDP, तो भाई आप जब तक 1 month का EDP कंप्लीट नहीं करोगे, which is a prerequisite, as you can see in the screen, which is a prerequisite to commence long term practical training of 21 months. जब तक EDP क्लियर नहीं हुआ है, इसका मतलब ये है कि you cannot start with your practical training. ठीक है? The duration of the practical training shall be 21 months. उसके नाम में ही उसका आंसर है. Now, regarding the contract, that how you can enter into a contract with your trainer. If you are a trainee and I am a trainer, then how we are supposed to enter into a contract? Then that has to be entered, shall be executed on a non-judicial stamp paper of minimum denomination of ₹20. तो अगर आपने ₹50 का, ₹100 का स्टैम्प पेपर ले लिया है बाय मिस्टेक, तो क्या हम ट्रेनिंग रजिस्टर कर सकते हैं? कर सकते हैं। रिक्वायरमेंट मिनिमम की है, मैक्सिमम कुछ नहीं बोला है, बट ₹50, ₹20, ₹100 के स्टैम्प पेपर में यू कैन एनी वेज एंड एनी टाइम एंटर इनटू एन कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, एंटर इनटू एन एग्रीमेंट विद योर ट्रेनर। ठीक है? The trainee and the company secretary in practice. Duplicates thereof shall be given to the trainee. In case of training in a company, other entities, the trainee has to obtain a letter of training from the trainer, preferably in the format which is given in the annexure 5.1. So now, if you are undergoing a training from a company, किसी corporate entity से आप training ले रहे हो, so you have to obtain letter of training, and then only your training will be considered as a registered and a valid training. The contract shall be submitted to the institute in the specified format which is given, like Part A, Part B. Again, in annexure, all the details have been given, all the formats are given. Now, time limits which are applicable to trainees for registration of training with institutes. Trainees are required to get their training registered in records of the institute, preferably after obtaining the letter of training contract but before commencement of their training. अगर आपने ये नहीं किया है, if they have not done so they have an option to get it registered within 30 days from the date of the commencement of the training. So whenever you have started your training, उसके 30 days के अंदर, so what is the maximum limit given to us? It is a time period of 30 days. Within 30 days, you have to submit all the documents and you have to commence. In order to validate your training, you have to do the complete the necessary formalities within 30 days, right? Now, there are certain transfer formalities for the this practical training, which is a 21 months training. What I'll do, I'll make a separate video on this because इसमें बहुत सारे ifs and buts हैं. And there might be a possibility कि आपको बहुत सारे doubts भी इसमें आ सकते हैं. So इस वीडियो को लंबा नहीं करेंगे. I'll make a separate video for this. Right? Moving ahead, we have the eligibility of trainers. I have already talked with you कि eligibility कैसे होती है, कैसे decide की जाएगी. And a whole list is given कि कौन कौन सी other entities हैं which are considered as eligible entities. और कौन कौन से ट्रेनर्स हैं जो कॉर्पोरेट ट्रेनर की तरह आपको ट्रेनिंग प्रोवाइड कर सकते हैं. देन लॉन्ग लिस्ट इज देयर. देन यू हैव अ सिस्टम ऑफ स्टाइपेंड. अब इसमें पैसा भी मिलेगा. अभी तक हम पैसा दे रहे थे, अब हमें पैसे मिलने वाले हैं. सो एवरी कंपनी सेक्रेटरी इन प्रैक्टिस और कंपनी एंगेजिंग द ट्रेनी शैल बी रिक्वायर्ड टू पे a monthly stipend of ₹5,000 to the trainee or as determined by the council from time to time. The stipends also required to be paid for the probation period. Now, what is a probation period? Probation period basically is a period in which it is not finalized that whether you will continue as a trainee or not. So it's a kind of ad hoc period in which the trainer must be gauging that whether you can continue as a training under his or her name or whether under that company or not. So there is a system of probation period. Even for the probation period, the trainer has to provide the stipend. Correct? Then there are certain categories for leaves. कौन सी leaves आपको मिलेंगी? What will be the paid leave? What will be the unpaid leave? What are the allowed leaves? So there is a system of leave of 52 days in which 31 days की एग्जामिनेशन लीव मिलेगी. ना वाई एग्जामिनेशन लीव? भाई आप एग्जीक्यूटिव पास करके यू आर अंडरगोइंग 21 मंथ्स प्रैक्टिकल ट्रेनिंग. सो देर आर हाई चांसेस दैट यू आर ऑल्सो प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर योर CS प्रोफेशनल लेवल. करेक्ट? सो 31 डेज का एग्जामिनेशन लीव इज अलाउड टू अ ट्रेनी. एंड अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट, इफ देर आर सर्टेन सिनेरियोज जब हमें कैजुअल लीव लगती है, राइट? देयर इज अ सिस्टम ऑफ कैजुअल लीव्स for which there are no formalities, there are no questions asked. So these are the those casual leaves are determined as 21 days or are fixed at 21 days. मैम इसके बाद क्या होगा अगर हमको और कोई contingency हो गई and if we require more leaves? So the trainer will grant you those leaves, but then your training will be extended by those number of days for which if you are going beyond the prescribed leaves, what has been given to you by the ICSI, जितने ज़्यादा छुट्टी लोगे उतनी ज़्यादा ट्रेनिंग एक्सटेंड होगी. ठीक है? सो इट इज़ नॉट अ रिकमेंडेड पॉइंट कि आप बेफालतू लीव्स मत लो. कंप्लीट योर ट्रेनिंग एज सून एज पॉसिबल बिकॉज वी वॉन्ट टू सी यू ऑल एज कंपनी सेक्रेटरी. हमारे देश को ज़रूरत है कंपनी सेक्रेटरीज की, राइट? So this is about the leaves. Now about the quarterly report. So you are supposed to submit your register or the diary which you are maintaining, and out from that data the trainer will prepare a quarterly report, and that quarterly report again will be submitted in the Stimulate portal to the ICSI, right? So that is a common sharing portal जहाँ पे ट्रेनर आपकी रिपोर्ट सबमिट करेगा and that will be approved by ICSI. So the moment the quarterly report is approved by ICSI, the trainer also gets a mail, the trainee also gets a mail of the approval. Then you have a project report. In the end, the trainer is supposed to make a project report, and the project report should not be one which is full of copy pasting. ये नहीं करना है. You have to choose the trainee choose a topic, or the trainer can also suggest a topic on which the trainee is supposed to do the research and make a project report. And it can be, I mean, the topic can be any topic of your interest. So अगर किसी को लगता है कि that I want to make a report or I want to do a research on intellectual property rights, go with that. किसी को corporate governance चुनना है, किसी को corporate social responsibility चुनना है, किसी को LODR, anything on which you can make a good project report and you can present it to your trainer. कि क्या सीखा हमने इतने दिन की ट्रेनिंग में. So there are some areas of interest. तो वो area of interest हमें choose करना होता है. Moving ahead, areas of long-term practical training क्या क्या होते हैं. तो it can be legal, management, corporate law, tax law, securities law, labor law, audit, economic and business law, and so forth, cyber security and so forth. Now there are certain requirements for the trainers. Entitlement for number of trainees, that is not of any use for you, so I am not explaining it here, क्योंकि ये हमारे काम का है, आपके काम का नहीं है. But I wish कि आप जल्दी से ट्रेनर बने. ट्रेनर कब बनेंगे? When you will pass your CS professional level after completion of all the trainings. जल्दी से CS बन के आइए तो आपको भी ये ट्रेनर वाले रिक्वायरमेंट्स आप पे भी एप्लीकेबल होंगे. सो आई विश द सेम फॉर यू. Moving ahead, then you have the system of completion of training. Completion of training means that NOC will be given, the completion certificate will be given by the trainer. But मैं ट्रेनिंग सर्टिफिकेट दे दूं इससे फर्क नहीं पड़ता. That has to be approved by ICSI. And for the approval, there are certain requirements, prerequisites जो फुलफिल होने पड़ते हैं, जो चेक पॉइंट टिक होने पड़ते हैं. मैंने कुछ भी बना के दे दिया, that does not mean कि ICSI उसे अप्रूव कर देगी. So ICSI will reject the request till the point of time it is not perfect. It is meeting all the check points or requirements. तो तब तक हमें रुकना पड़ता है ट्रेनीज को भी और ट्रेनर्स को भी. ठीक है. Once it is approved by the ICSI, फिर क्या है? फिर it is a go green signal. Then we have 1 month corporate leadership development program, which is the fourth type of training जो स्टूडेंट को मैंडेटरीली करनी पड़ती है, विच इज 15 days ऑनलाइन वेबिनार मोड CLDP एंड देन 30 days का रेसिडेंशियल और नॉन रेसिडेंशियल था. वीडियो के स्टार्टिंग में ही वी हैव डिस्कस दिस, करेक्ट. सो द 15 days ऑनलाइन वेबिनार webinar mode CLDP is again to give a kind of insight to the CS professional pass student कि अब प्रोफेशनल कैसे बनना है. Now till this point of time you were a student company secretary, वो company secretary जो student है. But after this पढ़ाओ, after this point you will be considered as a professional. And mark my words, once the results are out, once you are done with the training and everything, वो एक दिन होता है. That is a पढ़ाओ of 1 day. एक दिन पहले तक you are just a student. Maybe उसे एक आध गलती करना अलाउड हो, maybe उससे ड्राफ्टिंग में गलती हो जाए. But after this point, after this पढ़ाओ, you will be considered as a company secretary. You will be considered as a professional. So we have to have an orientation, or we have to have a discipline which this profession demands. Correct? So when you have those 2 letters in front of your name, तो हमारे नाम में ही नहीं, हमारी पर्सनालिटी में, whenever we are representing ourselves as a company secretary, भाई I am a person, एक independent person, मेरी अपनी पर्सनल सोशल लाइफ हो सकती है. But when I am representing myself as a company secretary, there are certain again prerequisites, there are certain conditions जो मुझे as a company secretary, as a professional, मेरी ड्यूटीज है, मेरे एथिक्स हैं जो मुझे फॉलो करने पड़ते हैं. राइट. वी हैव अ मोटो सॉन्ग एज वेल जहाँ पे यही बोला है, हमें हमेशा सच बोलना है और हमें धर्म की राह में चलना है, हमें हमेशा सच बोलना है, अच्छा काम करना है. ठीक है. सो इस CLDP प्रोग्राम में यही ट्रेनिंग आपको दी जाती है, दैट हाउ यू आर सपोज टू बिहेव लाइक अ प्रोफेशनल, हाउ टू थिंक लाइक अ प्रोफेशनल, हाउ टू सिट लाइक अ प्रोफेशनल, एंड हाउ टू एडवाइज योर क्लाइंट्स लाइक अ प्रोफेशनल. जहाँ पे इमोशंस बीच में नहीं आएंगे, जहाँ जो हमने पढ़ा है, जो हमने सीखा है इतने दिनों में, उसके प्रैक्टिकल इम्प्लीमेंटेशन की बात आती है. ठीक है. So again, there are certain requirements which are given in this PDF, and this PDF, to download this PDF, I have already embedded a link in the video description, तो आप वहाँ से directly इसको download भी कर सकते हैं. Again, there are certain requirements regarding the eligibility about the duration of the program, which is given in the CLDP, in this PDF. And CLDP के अंदर एक बहुत interesting point है, which is about the best participant award. So there is a system in which the group or the member or first runner-up, second runner-up, this is decided, and the participant is given the best participant की trophy or award is given. अभी आप कहोगे कि मैम इतनी बड़ी कोई बात नहीं है, बट अच्छा लगता है. When you are recognized for your hard work, when you are recognized for your skills, और अगर आपको अवार्ड मिलता है तो अच्छा ही लगता है, किसको बुरा लगता है. सो ये एक इंटरेस्टिंग पार्ट है इसका. एंड देन मूविंग अहेड, यू अगेन हैव अ प्रोजेक्ट रिपोर्ट एंड दिस एंड दैट. और फिर उसके बाद द ट्रेनिंग का सिस्टम इज ओवर. यहाँ पे इस वीडियो में हम सिर्फ बात करने वाले थे ट्रेनिंग स्ट्रक्चर तक की, कि क्या क्या ट्रेनिंग्स है. ना देर आर सर्टेन एग्जामिनेशन गाइडलाइंस ऑल्सो which are given by ICSI to those students who are undergoing some other degrees or who are undergoing some other trainings. इसके बारे में किसी दूसरे वीडियो में बात करेंगे. In this particular video, so in a crux, if we talk in a nutshell, we have covered the different types of trainings which a company secretary student has to undergo. Moreover, the requirements of the various training structures, and in brief we have discussed about the various trainings, correct? In the upcoming videos, we will be discussing about the exemption guidelines, and also in the upcoming videos, I will be discussing about CLDP particularly and about the practical training, because these trainings are the trainings which are full length trainings, and there are certain extra requirements when you are thinking about these two trainings, right? So that's all for today. Thank you. I know the video is a big short video, but the things which we have discussed in this training, in this video, are some things which you should know as a CS executive student and as a CS professional student. So it is highly recommended that you see the entire video and get benefited, because what all information I have covered in this 38 minutes ka video actually is covering 34 pages as well, right? So इसको देख लोगे तो all the things will be clear. That's all for today. Thank you.